Bitcoin broke out to the downside, guys, from the formation and support I have been talking about in yesterday's video. We came to our next level of support right here at the bottom of the range, and yeah, we are going to have a look right now at the price of Bitcoin and going to have a look at whether we can see a bounce from the levels that we are trading right now, or whether Bitcoin can see a continued drop and might even go to the levels of 24,000 US dollars. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into the Bitcoin price action. And guys, we have seen definitely some action yesterday. There was a lot of volatility in the price of Bitcoin, and yeah, we basically did what we have been talking about in yesterday's video, right? We were forming a kind of triangle formation right here with a uptrending support from this rising channel and a declining resistance from that declining channel. What I said is that, yeah, most likely we will be bouncing between the support and resistance, and eventually we will choose a direction, either breaking out to the upside or breaking out to the downside. And yeah, as you can see, we broke out to the downside and we came to our last support actually in this range. That is this horizontal level. I will show you guys on a different chart, but that is actually, yeah, the last horizontal support of the sideways range where Bitcoin is trading in right now. And if we cannot hold these levels as support, guys, then the next major support that we are going to watch in the price of Bitcoin is way below the levels that we are trading right now. So let me show you what I mean, and let's go to a different chart right here to show you. Let's go to this chart. So right here you can see the sideways range a little bit more clearer, right? We have a very clear horizontal support right here, which is at approximately 31,000, slightly above it. And as you can see, that support also aligns with previous support. Let me go to the daily time frame. Will be a little bit better visible right here. So I can make a zone out of that, guys. Let me show you what I mean. So we take a rectangle right here and we can do it as follows. So we can make a zone, a support zone out of here. And as you can see, so far Bitcoin is still holding support on this level. Then guys, if we were to lose this level, then that would be very, very bearish for Bitcoin, of course. And if we were to lose this level, then the next level, which is going to be significant, where we have seen historical price action and where we have seen some slight consolidation, that would be right here. That would be right here at approximately starting 24,000 US dollars. Going to 22,000 US dollars. That would be one of the zones that I would be watching if we were to break the last support right now to the downside. However, the more important support below us is going to be, of course, 20,000 US dollars, as that is going to align with the consolidation moment we have right here, but it's also aligning with the previous all-time high from the previous bull market in 2017 right here. So that is actually going to be a crazy scenario, right? If we are seeing Bitcoin losing this support, we are definitely able. Bitcoin is able to drop to way lower prices than that we are trading right now. Guys, right now there is no confirmation yet that Bitcoin is going to see these levels. Definitely not. Right now we are just seeing a bounce so far from the support, from the last support right here in the price of Bitcoin at slightly above 31,000 US dollars. Like I said, it's always possible, something you always have to take in mind, that we can always see a small fake out and then continue a uptrend. To really say with a more confirmation or with more confidence that Bitcoin is going to go to 24,000 US dollars, which is quite big of a statement, big of a drop, right? There would be a drop from the support right here to 24. There would be another drop of over 20%, right? So that's actually quite a lot. And that is only confirmed once we are seeing a decisive break with backtest, former support into resistance. Then we can say with a lot of confidence, most likely Bitcoin will be going to 24,000 US dollars. At least that would be the next region of support. Right now we are not seeing that evidence. We came to the last level of support right here. So this is actually a little bit the last chance for Bitcoin. If we can hold this level and see a nice bounce, things still start to look quite okay for Bitcoin, I have to say. We have been expecting that it is possible for Bitcoin to come to these levels, right? But yeah, we are also aware of the fact that this is going to be one of the, actually the last levels in the regions we are trading right now. And if we were to break this level, then that is going to be, will set a more bearish scenario in play and will bring Bitcoin most likely to levels of 24,000 US dollars, which right now, guys, is not yet confirmed. Then, guys, let's go to the daily time frame right here, and let's bring out the RSI, which is actually quite interesting. We broke the uptrending support of the RSI yesterday. That was also one of the reasons why we got a lot of bearish momentum yesterday. We have seen that a lot of selling pressure on the price, right? But yeah, right now we could also be seeing a bullish sign actually, and that is that if we still create a higher low right here on the RSI with a nice bounce in the price, then in fact it would still be a broader bullish divergence, where in the price we are seeing lower lows actually on the daily time frame, and on the RSI we are seeing higher lows. So the bullish divergence, this one which we have been watching before, has been invalidated, but we could be forming a more broader bullish divergence right here, which is actually still showing that the previous analysis is actually still standing and is not yet invalidated, and we could still be seeing a nice bounce from here. And I personally think, guys, that this is still the more likely scenario. As long as Bitcoin is going to continue to trade within the sideways range and is going to hold the last levels of support right here, and I think it is likely that we are going to see a bounce right here. If we are going to lose these levels, if we are going to lose this last remaining support, then the next levels that I'm watching is 24,000 US dollars. And guys, let me know what you think about this. Do you agree with my analysis here? If you don't agree, you can let me know in the comment section why you don't agree. And yeah, I always like to see constructive arguments of why you don't agree with a certain scenario that I'm presenting here. If you do agree, you can let me know as well. I'm curious what you guys think about it, because right now I know that the sentiment is... it's quite negative out there. When I scroll on Twitter, when I look in the comment section on YouTube, a lot of people are not that positive on Bitcoin. And I can understand that, of course, guys, because we are seeing quite volatile price action. We are seeing a lot of selling pressure. And we all want to see, or most of us really want to see that bounce in the Bitcoin price, the bounce that we have been waiting for. It's taking way longer than expected so far. This was a failed bounce. Eventually, we kept on trading within this range. So guys, I do understand where it's coming from, but right now I'm still leaning to the fact that I think this is the more likely scenario. You can let me know what you think down below in the comment section, and it would be nice if you let me know what you think with constructive arguments so that we can have a nice discussion going on. Then guys, we got one major buyer who is still buying right now, and that is the institution MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor has purchased another Bitcoin purchase of 13,000 Bitcoins for approximately slightly below 500 million US dollars. So that is actually quite bullish, guys, because smart money is still buying at these levels. And like I said in my video yesterday as well, and the post we have been talking about from Plan B with the stock to flow model, right now the price action that we are seeing would still fit a bullish scenario further this year. Of course, there are some different factors we have to take in consideration, because it's not, it's difficult to be overly confident in this market right now. We have to be aware of the warning signals that we are seeing. For example, the S&P 500, which is also going to who's always also going to ride on a certain support level right here. We have been seeing this drop so far. Right now we are seeing actually a bounce, so that is quite nice. But it would be, for example, a huge warning signal when the S&P 500 would drop back in this longer term rising channel. That would be a very bearish sign. Every time when we have seen something like that occurring in the history, then most of the time that came along with quite a massive massive drop in the price. So we have to be aware of these facts, guys. We have also a bearish divergence right here. Higher highs in the price, lower highs in the RSI. So I do see reasons to be cautious in the environment that we are trading right now. However, I still think that there is not enough evidence right here to really explain or to really say with confidence that Bitcoin is entering a multi-year long bear market and that we are going to enter a multi-month, multi-year long downtrend. I don't think that's the case. I'm still leaning to the fact that Bitcoin is going to be above $100,000 at the end of this year. I still think that is possible. And I still think, actually, guys, that is the more likely scenario. How bearish Bitcoin might be looking right now, I actually don't think it's looking that bearish, but I can see that the sentiment is very negative, and I can also understand that due to the volatility and also due to this failed bounce and the selling pressure we have seen so far. I would just say, guys, it's very important in this environment to also look through the emotions, look through the sentiment, and also consider the fact that right now you don't have any evidence yet that we have left this range, and therefore the likelihood that we are going to bounce right here, in my opinion, is still higher than that we are going to leave that range. Of course, when we are seeing evidence that we are leaving this range, then it's going to be a different story. Right now, we are still in this range, and therefore I'm still leaning to a more positive Bitcoin price in the near future than a negative price. And I also think, guys, that things like the Crypto Fear and Greed Index, things like the funding rate, which have been so negative, and let's have a talk about the funding rate, because the funding rate is actually something I'm using quite often in my analysis, and not always in my analysis in the shorter term time frame, but also to have a look at where is the market right now. So we can see that there is a fearful sentiment. Normally it's known to be that a fearful sentiment can work as a contrarian indicator. So let's bring out the funding rate, because this is something I just want to show you guys. If we have a look at the historical negative funding rates, and what I always do right here, guys, I open the settings of the funding rates and I hide March 2020, because that was just such a negative funding rate, and then you hardly can see the rest of the values of the funding rates, okay? So what we are seeing right here, guys, is that we're already having for quite some time negative funding rates. And if we have a look at the historical Bitcoin price action and we are looking at negative funding rates, most of the time this is actually never followed by a huge drop in the Bitcoin price. Let me show you what I mean. So right here we got a price moving sideways. I remember this price action. Price was moving sideways right here, and I can tell you, I'm quite sure at this specific moment, guys, everybody was expecting a Bitcoin drop. Everybody was expecting Bitcoin to come back to the lows of the crash we have seen in March, or to at least test some lower levels, because as you can see in this uptrend, we haven't really tested lower levels right here. We got this correction, but it was not a huge correction, right? And eventually we didn't drop. We didn't go lower right here. Eventually Bitcoin took off, and there we also had a negative funding rate. Then right here we have something similar as we are seeing right now, right? We got quite a big correction, negative funding rate, and during a negative funding rate, price actually only went up. Right here we have a period as well that was even in a bear market, negative funding rate. Everybody is bearish on the price of Bitcoin. What happens? Bitcoin's price go up. Of course, eventually we rolled over and we have seen lower levels. That's true. But still, after a negative funding rate, it was more likely right here that we first see that bounce. Right here as well, we got a negative funding rate, we got a fake out, and we got a price increase. Right here as well, we got a negative funding rate, price slightly went lower, but as you can see, we hold the horizontal support, we got a bounce in the Bitcoin price. Right here we can see it as well, guys. This is a very nice example. We got a long period of negative funding rates, and as you can see, the price right here was not trending in a certain direction. It was just consolidating. There was no clear downtrend right here. And actually, it was more a uptrend because we're forming higher lows right here, and eventually you can see we took off. Then during this period as well, we can see consolidation, negative funding rates. It's again the majority of the people out there expecting Bitcoin to crash, expecting Bitcoin to see lower levels, to hit their perfect buy entry, which is not happening. Eventually Bitcoin takes off to the upside again, guys. So that is something we are just seeing over and over again, that all the time when we are seeing the majority being overly bearish right here as well, negative funding rate, price increases. So I think it's just so unlikely, also with this signal and this basket of other signals that we have been talking about right now with a negative funding rate. I think it's so unlikely for Bitcoin to right here just continue going to see lower levels, going to $24,000 before seeing a significant bounce in the Bitcoin price. And of course, guys, I can be wrong. Like I said in so many of my videos, I can't know for sure what can happen with the Bitcoin price in the future. The only thing that I can do is I can share my perspective. I can share my opinion and analysis based on my experience, what I have in the markets. And from my experience and my perspective right now, I just have to say that I'm still going to expect Bitcoin to see a bounce right here, and I see just a lot of signals that confirm that scenario. But like I said as well, guys, and this I've been saying in my previous videos as well, it's possible that we first consolidate, and it can take time until we are seeing that bounce actually being expressed in the price. Because in previous times as well, we had times of consolidation, times where the price was actually moving sideways, here like finish with a fake out and then see that bounce, right? So it doesn't mean that we have to see it today or tomorrow, but in general, like if we have a look at the broader picture right here, I do believe that Bitcoin is going to trend up right here. And if that's going to be right here in the next days, in the next week, or might take a little bit longer, both are possible. But right now I'm definitely will have a bullish bias due to the fact of all the indications that I'm seeing in the chart. If we were to break, and this is my clear invalidation, guys, if we were to leave this sideways range to the downside decisively, so not a fake out, which we sometimes have after a period of consolidation, fake out, confuse all the investors out there, and then Bitcoin is taking off. So that's something you always have to consider as a trader, I think. As an investor, not so much. But if we leave this range to the downside decisively, then yes, I would say we are going to $24,000, might even go to 22, and in an extreme case, guys, we might even visit $20,000, test the previous all-time high from the previous bull market. Is that the likely scenario right now? In my opinion, not. I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Is it possible? Yes. When would it be a higher likelihood? If we leave the sideways range to the downside. So guys, those are my clear rules that I'm applying right now on the Bitcoin price action. I hope you can appreciate my honesty right here, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you like today's video, make sure to scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Then guys, for all the traders out there who are interested in trading Bitcoin right here in this range, or when we are seeing a breakout, you can do that over on free exchanges. I'm recommending free exchanges that I'm personally using myself. One is the Bybit exchange, one is the Femix platform, and one is the Prime XBT platform. Right now, if you sign up on one of these exchanges using my affiliate link down below, you can get an additional bonus. And on the Bybit, they have quite a big bonus going on right now. You can get a $1,600 bonus signing up using my affiliate link down below. And on the Prime XBT platform, you can get a 50% deposit bonus and a 50% discount on your fee. So for all the traders who are interested in that, you can find all of my affiliate links down below in the description. Guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I will see every single one of you in the next video.